It was a good hug. I feel like you could be like one of the starting 5 for the PC Friars.
Yes, I definitely could be. I missed my calling.
Welcome to 92 Pro FM.
Thanks for having me.
I mean, you don't really have much of a Rhode Island accent.
Yeah, no, I suppress it, but when I'm with my family, it comes out a lot more.
Do you at least, like, I talk with my hands, even though I don't have much of an accent?
Yeah, I definitely, like, it's a flip the switch sort of moment. When I'm with my family, all the Rhode Island stuff comes out.
Okay,
for sure.
So for anyone that doesn't already know, obviously Jake is from Cranston.
Yes.
I am the ultimate Johnston girl. So this is like the coolest team up and collab you could ever have right now.
For sure. Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
So, nothing is more Rhode Island, I think, than 92 Pro FM.
That's true.
Any chance you grew up listening to Pro?
Yes, I did grow up listening to 92 on the bus all the time. They would throw on 92 Pro FM. And
shout out to your bus driver.
Yeah, all the hits were always on there. I loved it.
So what's it like now when you hear your hit on 92 Pro FM?
It's insane. I feel this was one of the more personal ones for me. Like, I had my song on the radio a few times, but then when I heard it, on my home station, it was like, wow, this is like a dream comes true, really special sort of moment.
You know what? I knew it. Every time I hear Golden Hour and the lyric radio on blast, I knew you were referencing
there
92
you go.
Pro FM.
Yeah, you know it.
I knew what you were dropping off. I picked up on that. Is it really strange for you that you could just get in your car right now and drive home to Cranston?
Yeah, I mean, it's really cool because, a lot of the stuff I do for music, I have to travel all sorts of places, but yeah, I'm just like a drive away. That's it.
Now, are you planted here through the holidays, through New Year's, or are you back to LA?
Yeah, no, I am here for the holidays. All my family and friends are here. So
you mean we're going to knock out our holiday shopping at Garden City together?
Exactly.
Maybe you could put a piano in the gazebo and we could make a TikTok.
That would be sick. We got to set that up.
We could all sing Christmas carols.
I'm down. I love Garden City.
I'm so down for this. Oh my gosh, I get to be a TikTok star.
There you go.
Did you ever think of making your own original Christmas music since we're on the topic?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I was just about to start messing with some Christmas music this year. Stuff just came up and I didn't get to pour my heart and soul into it, and so I'm planning next year to drop some real Christmas music. But we did a couple Christmas remixes, maybe a Christmas remix of Golden Hour. We'll see.
Now I get it. Mariah Carey has really set the bar for original Christmas music.
I know she takes over everything every winter. It's all her.
It's Mimi season. It really is. It blows my mind that there is a bedroom in Cranston right now where you are cranking out the hits.
Man, it's all in the bedroom. Yep.
I mean, if it's weird to me, is it weird for you?
I mean, I was writing songs since I was 14, and it was always just in my bedroom, and I've never felt the need to switch it. And I feel like it kind of takes away from, that's kind of my safe space for sure. So, yeah, I don't plan on changing that anytime soon.
All right, everyone knows your ticket to stardom was TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it didn't just happen once or twice. You went viral a multitude of times. How do you capture lightning in a bottle over and over? What's the magic?
Man, I think, the key is to just be in tune with what people like. And I've noticed that, the stuff that I really love and am passionate about, at first the people around me, they aren't really sure about it. But if I feel it deep down, I know this is the song, I know this is what's going to be great and it'll connect. Usually that's the one that works out. But with TikTok, it's kind of a second thought for me. I always prioritize the music first and then try to fit some sort of content around it. But yeah, I feel like the music starts to suffer if you get too focused on the numbers and trying to make it perfect for TikTok.
Well, you make it seem like a breeze.
I mean, I try my best. I try to make it
I
natural.
call it the Charlie Puth syndrome, and I mean that as a compliment.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you can just make a beat with anything or do anything.
Man, I love Charlie. He's actually a big inspiration of mine. He's so sick.
Get out.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Have you worked with him?
Yes, he actually did a remix of my first song that blew up on TikTok called Upside Down. And recently he gave me a shout out. Someone asked him in an interview what artists have you been listening to recently, and he gave me a nice little shout out. It was awesome.
Oh my
He's
God,
such
I
a
got
nice
all
guy.
the feels for you.
Yeah, he's the best. I love Charlie.
Now, some might take this as a diss, but you are the ultimate mama's boy.
Yeah, it's true. I'll accept that.
You should thank your mom for a lot of your TikToks, your music. How cool is that?
She's literally the best. She's actually a music teacher here in Warwick for
I
elementary
love that.
schools.
Go mom.
So yeah, we love my
What's
mom.
mom's name?
Pam.
Pam.
Yep.
All right. Pam, the music teacher in Warwick.
Yeah.
It gets even more Rhode Island. I love it.
It's so true.
All right. So big year for you. Dropped your debut album. Okay. So it's kind of like there's 4 chapters. A little bit of a novel for me. It's like this roadie rom-com. You take us through this love journey. I just want to know, who's the Rhode Island chick that stomped all over your heart?
Oh, boy.
Because everybody knows everybody in Rhode Island.
You know, that's why I can't really say much, because I know it'll spread. But yeah, no, it definitely inspired my entire album. That relationship was quite the experience, but it was a while ago, so I've moved on. But yeah, it was definitely very inspiring in a bad and good way.
Okay. I heard that you might be an album first timer and an album last timer. Is this true?
First and last album. It is true.
Why?
But I am still making music.
Okay, good thing.
I plan to move on and release music in a different way. I haven't really shared too much about that yet. I want it to kind of be a surprise. But in general, I feel like music is moving to a different space. And I feel, I have this really cool idea for how I want to release music in the future. So I just feel like I'm going to, try some stuff out. Because why not?
Well, it's cool because you dominate the music scene in so many other ways than TikTok and with radio. Like, I was watching The Summer I Turned Pretty, and I heard your song, which, by the way, that soundtrack is phenomenal. Everyone's a banger.
Yeah, for sure. No, it was crazy to hear it on. Like, watching it and then hearing that, I was like, yo, that's sick.
Yeah, and it just went perfectly with the storyline. Mm-hmm. It was really cool.
So cool.
And then I hear that on Thursday or later on this week, you're dropping a new song with Martin Garrix. Is this true?
Yes, this is true, in collaboration with Marvel. That's
awesome. I speak
sick.
Marvel.
Yeah, no, I love Marvel. Big fan of all the movies, and it's such a dope thing. I'm a huge fan of Martin Garrix as well, so got to collab with him, connect, and I'm pumped.
Can you
about it.
Do we know the song title? Can we reveal?
Called, am I allowed to? I guess I can. It's called Hero.
Hero.
Yes.
And is it for like a Marvel original? Like, what is it for?
I'm kind of understanding what it's for, but I don't even know if I can share what I know. So
we don't want to get you. We don't need any spoilers. We don't need to get you in trouble.
I know Marvel is very particular with their spoilers. They're like, do not share.
All right, so people want to see you live. We want to see you on tour. What's going on with that?
Yeah, so it's funny. With everything that happened, we weren't really sure what the touring scene might look like for me, just because a lot of things happened in COVID, and now people are really starting to get back into flow of things. And so, I just threw up 2 dates, one in New York and one in LA. And
one in Rhode Island? No?
It's on the way. It's on the way for sure. I'm definitely planning to tour more, and
everybody, you can see him in the
let people know.
Garden City gazebo.
There you go. Yeah, we got to set that up for sure.
All right, no, we look forward to that. That's amazing.
Yeah,
definitely want to see you live. Are you excited to get out there? You got the nerves about performing live?
I definitely. The other day I performed at Jingle Ball, and it was like a huge stage, and that was my first time performing at something that big, and so I feel like now that I've done that, like everything just become like, okay, like it's not that big. So now I'm just kind of like in my head, I'm like, okay, I'm not too nervous now. All right, I'm excited.
What's next? Do you have new music lined up for the new year?
Yeah, so for now, we are just focusing on, riding the wave of Golden Hour. Golden Hour has been just like consuming everything right now, just, keeping posting videos.
God, with this light, I feel like you caught me in my golden hour. My goodness.
There you go.
Do you see glitter all over me? My goodness.
The light is quite bright. Yeah, it's funny. So with Golden Hour, it's been a whole whirlwind. I couldn't be more thankful. But now I'm just planning to release more music. This year, one of my New Year's resolutions is to release double the music I released this year. So I really want to push out more music, more content, more everything. And hopefully do a even bigger tour, which hopefully we'll get some updates on that soon.
Well, if there's one thing I know, they're probably all going to be a success. It's going to be awesome.
I hope so.
I think we got to hear from your fans here
Absolutely.
in
Let's
Southern
go.
New England. Can we do that right
Yes,
here in
let's
Southern
go.
New England? I mean, actually, we're all like family, I guess, because we're all pretty much, right? Southern New England family. This one comes from Nicole from Providence. Where's Nicole? Nicole wants to know, since this album will be your last, first and last, okay, what do you have planned? Which you kind of already explained to us.
Yeah, just more new music.
Double the music.
Yeah, double the music, double the videos, all that sort of stuff, and hopefully a big old tour.
And
where
we
I
all get to
do one
star in a
soon.
music video, right?
You know, we might have to do that because it is local.
Girls,
you know?
I'm getting you all hooked up
there you
today.
go.
All right, Amelia from Warwick. There's Amelia.
Hi.
Who or what was your biggest inspiration to start making music?
Ooh, my biggest inspiration, I think, was so I grew up in the church. I didn't really love the church music. It just kind of lacked the creativity, but it taught me a lot about how music structure works. And then I started listening to hip hop music and pop music, and there was like just a number of different artists. And then really once I started making music, that was what really sparked it in me. Like I had never really felt that vibe of creativity, and I just fell in love with it. And so I don't think there was any specific like person or scenario that was like I have to do that. It was like once I actually, you know, made music, got that hit, I was like, I got to do this for the rest of my life.
Nice. All right, Jaden from Warwick. What was your first experience with music?
My first experience with music in the church. My dad's a pastor. My mom's a music teacher. And so, they would have me up there playing drums. I was practicing
How many
piano.
instruments can you play?
Just 3, piano, drums, and guitar.
Okay.
And basically my mom was my music teacher for a while, and she would force me to take lessons, and then I kept giving her a hard time. So then she was like, okay, you can go take drum lessons somewhere else. And so I kind of hopped around, but that's how I got like a bass knowledge. And
I really like how you incorporate, though, like the violin or the cello into a lot of your music, because it's modern with like this classic twist.
Yes. Yeah. It's funny with all of that practicing, a lot of my teachers would force me to do like classical music and stuff like that, even though at the time I didn't really like it. But now I've drawn a lot of inspiration from it.
I feel like you could be a part of the Bridgerton soundtrack without even like them taking your song and twisting it around with a string quartet. Like you could just do it yourself.
Yeah, no, we've messed around with the strings a bit. It's a lot of fun. I love it.
All right, Lauren from Coventry. What inspired you to create music using, is it synths? Synths instead of the classic piano? So much for what Barbie knows about music.
Yeah. Well, for me, you know, I started making music, and with like my technical skills at first, like I was like kind of pushed away from that because I never really loved, practicing and stuff like that. And so once I got a computer, I was like, oh, I can play any instrument because I know how to play piano. I can just like download this plugin and buy this plugin, and basically, you know, you can pretty much make any sound, any combination of music with a computer. And so, all of my music, I think for the majority is like all plugins, all just like stock stuff that, either I got from Logic or I got from like a third party site or something. And yeah, it's really cool because you can make it all just from one computer.
That's why you do what you do, and you're an artist, and I have no clue what you just spoke of.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
Technical there.
And final question from Jordan of Bristol. What job would you have if you didn't find your love of music?
You know, it's funny. This is a great question because people have asked me this, and I'm like, actually, I don't really know because this is definitely like the one thing, but I put some more thought into it, and I think I have an answer. I love to like create weird like mathematical systems, like with like promoting certain things or this and that. Like I got really creative and started to get experimental. And I think like if I wasn't a musician, I would be like a computer coder or something like that.
Again, you lost me.
Yeah. Sorry. But yeah, I don't know what that would entail,
Better
but I feel like I would like it.
Me. Jake, you are Cranston's finest. Don't tell our very own Jessica, because she's from Cranston, that you are the best thing to come out of that town.
No,
but we love you here at 92 Pro FM. Thanks for joining us.
I love you guys too. Thanks for having me.
Yay. Good job.
Cool.
Thank